I frequently have clients ask me if they should have a living trust as part of their estate plan. And a lot of times they don't really even understand what a living trust is. So first of all, we explain it's just a trust you set up while you're alive. You put assets into it during your lifetime, and then on your death, you make provisions either for the trust to continue or for the assets to be distributed. The key questions to decide whether a living trust is a good thing for you are, do you own property in more than one state? And if the answer to that is yes, then you're probably a very good candidate for a living trust, because that helps you avoid what's called an ancillary probate, where you have to file a will in the different states where you own property in order to transfer title. And my experience has been that Oklahoma in particular, probate procedures are very time-consuming and expensive, sometimes even worse than Texas, but you have to go through that to transfer title to real estate or mineral interests you own there if you don't have those interests in a trust. So a trust makes the transfer much easier and less expensive in that situation. Another instance where we've done a lot of living trusts for clients is if they own mineral interests in numerous counties, even just in Texas, but also in Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Colorado. Again, it can be a huge savings in terms of time and expense to avoid probate proceedings in all the different states where these interests are involved. And even if you just own interests in numerous counties in Texas, for instance, I recently had a client that has mineral interests in about 19 counties in Texas. Rather than having to file certified copies of probate proceedings in all of those different counties, which can add up fast to a lot of money, we just handle it through recording shortened forms relating to the trust to transfer title. And it's a much more efficient way to take care of the transfer of those assets and makes life a whole lot easier for your beneficiaries when you're gone. There are a couple of situations where it really is a smart idea to set up a living trust as part of your estate plan. One would be where you own real estate or mineral interests in several different states. Another would be if you own mineral interests or real estates even in a number of different counties in the state of Texas. Third situation would be where you have an estate large enough that estate tax would be a consideration, which now is over $5 million per person, or between 10 and 11 million for a couple. And finally, if you have real special business or property ownership interests, that the management on an ongoing basis under a trust would be a smart idea. If you're in any of those situations, then we should talk about whether setting up a living trust would be a good idea for you.